What is up, internet? It's me back making another video for the YouTube channel. I know that I keep saying I'm going to be doing some regular videos and getting back into regular content, and I'm just, to be straight up, I'm just busy. I'm just really busy. My dog is so loud when my dog walks in here. I got a lot going on in life right now. I just switched jobs recently, which I'm putting a lot of time and effort and energy into because I love my new job, so I want it to go as well as it can. My wife and I just bought our first house, so as we walk through here, if you see stuff lying around or scattered about, it's because we're still trying to move in. Moving is difficult enough. Moving with 3 children is nearly impossible. So this is our first home. I'm pretty stoked about it. It's been a huge undertaking, so that's taking up a lot of my time. I just mentioned that I have 3 kids. That takes up a lot of my time. I've been streaming a lot more on Twitch. I've been trying to spend more time in my Discord and engaging people on Twitter and trying to do a little bit more Instagram stuff. I just have a lot of stuff going on, and YouTube eats up a lot of time, and it was going in a direction where I was like, what do I want to do with this? And I started making videos because I just felt like I needed to make a video, and that's not why I started doing YouTube in the first place. I started doing YouTube because I wanted it to be fun, and I wanted to create cool stuff, and I wanted to engage with you guys. And when it started to be not so much that, and YouTube was making a bunch of changes, I just really had to kind of take a step back and think about, why I was doing this and what I wanted to do it for. And so I still want to keep the channel going. I do want to put up videos every once in a while. It probably won't be daily again, if I'm going to be completely 100% honest with myself and with you guys, because that's a lot. That's a lot of work. And there's a ton of other great YouTubers, my friends, who do daily content, and they do great daily content, amazing daily content. It's what they do. It's what they do full time. They're phenomenal at it, and so they're making the great content. And I would rather focus my efforts on other areas where I can have fun and also have fun with you guys. And so that's just kind of where my head's at right now, and I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff settled down so I can get some semblance of a regular schedule, so that I could be able to work in videos at given times and things like that. So that's a little bit of an update of the status of the channel. This video is going to be a very small look at my new home. Like I said, please don't judge us. 3 children, new house, still semi-moving. Things are going to be a little bit messy, so don't blame me. Yeah, I'm gonna do just a tiny little walkthrough. I'm not gonna show you guys this whole house. It's not gonna be like an episode of Cribs or anything. To me, it's the greatest house in the world. It's the first house that I purchased, so I love it. It's perfect. It can do no wrong. But to anyone watching this video, it's a pretty standard house. It's just a normal house. There's nothing crazy about it. So, we don't need to go through every nook and cranny. But I am gonna take you guys upstairs, show you my new setup in the studio where I stream from, where I do create videos when I get around to creating them. I'm walking backwards right now. This seems dangerous, but I'm filming this myself. So yeah, I'm using a selfie stick. What up? So we're gradually going through the living room here. That's my window. Look at the dog. Look at him. Can you see him? Where's he at? Is he over there? Are you in the shop? Say hi. Are you a good boy? You a good boy? He's embarrassed. He's really camera shy. I don't know what his is. You'd think he'd be used to this by now, but he's just not. He just sits there and he tries to act like a statue. I see you. So we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna take a look at my studio, my setup, what I got going on, some of the equipment that I use. I also have a new logo and some conversation behind that to talk about. So we got the safety gate here, child gate, safety first, people. Behind me, that's the master bedroom, okay? So I think you guys can guess what goes on in there. You know what I'm talking about? You know what goes on in there? My wife and I generally try to get as much sleep as we possibly can because we're very tired, and the 3 kids. So we try to sleep. We don't get a lot of sleep, but that's where we try to sleep anyway. That's pretty much the only thing that happens in there. This is the new setup, new studio, new place where I hang out and create, and it's a little messy. It's a little bit smaller than what I previously had before, but that's fine because I don't need a ton of space, and I have everything in here that I need. So I love it. I love it. We have everything set up. We have everything going on. You can see I got all my figures set up, rocking. We got all the Bondi figures, which are amazing. These are some of my favorites. I love the fact that you get to put them together. This fell down. This is embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. You weren't supposed to see that. You weren't supposed to see it like that. Oh, come on. That's all right. It's all right. His Kamehameha is malfunctioning. We'll fix that later. So yeah, we got all the figures that I have so far. I'm working on the, give me a break if something's out of frame and I point to it, because like I said, I'm doing this myself, so I don't know if you can actually see this. I'm building the UI Goku one as we speak over time whenever I get a spare few minutes. If we take over here, Legos, pretty sweet. Bunch of Star Wars Legos. I like to collect the Star Wars Legos. I have some other different various Legos that other people have gotten me for various reasons throughout the course of time that I keep. They mean, they all mean different things to me. Of course, over here, I don't know if you can see that bad boy right there. That's the Millennium Falcon. That is one of my favorites. It's really cool and it was super fun to build. So yeah, this is it. This is where we do stuff up there. Y'all help me get this. That's the silver play button for surpassing 100,000 subscribers. So that will always be on the wall. Of course, over there, some of y'all, you meme it, you hate it, you delete it, you reinstall it, but it's on the wall because Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is still one of my favorite games of all time. My favorite Dragon Ball game of all time. If you hate it, you hate it, but I still love it. I still think it's a great game. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down. I'm tired. This is tiring. This is hard. How do people do this all the time? I've been talking for like 10 minutes and I'm already like, it's crazy. So this is here. You know what? I'm gonna flip it around and we'll do it that way so you guys can get a better look at what I'm talking about. So with the magic of editing, boom, there we go. So here's a better look at my desk, my setup where I spend practically all of my time in here. Let's just, I don't know, we'll go through some stuff and I can talk about what's going on with it. If you guys have any questions or you want to know what is what or what does what or what do I use to do what, leave a comment. Let me know. Ask me any questions. I will answer them as best as I can. So we can take a look. So starting with the Lenovo PC, this thing is a beast. I have been using it for quite some time now. I absolutely love it. You can't really see it, mate. It shines so bright. It's hard to see. And that's because that is the Elgato 4K 60 Pro, which is absolutely phenomenal, if I can talk. It creates amazingly beautiful content, so I highly recommend it if you want to make 4K content. That is the way to go, the Elgato 4K 60 Pro. Let's see, that's pretty much it for that bad boy. We have two 32-inch monitors. One of them is the HP Omen. That's a 2K monitor. And then over here we have a Samsung 32-inch that is a 4K monitor. And everything looks nice and crisp on there. One thing that I cannot believe I lived so long without are monitor mounts, and shout out in the biggest way possible to Echo Gear. You guys saw some pictures on my socials a while back. Echo Gear sent me these monitor mounts, and they are they literally changed my life. They changed the way that things are organized on my desk. I know things still look a little crowded because I have a lot of stuff that I use all the time. So, I need a lot of desk space. And before, when the monitors were just sitting on my desk, they basically took up the whole thing. I didn't have room for anything else. And now I have my computer on the desk, the two monitors, two keyboards, my sound thing, I can't think of the words right now, controllers, the mix amp, the Super Nintendo, the PS4, speakers, like literally everything fits on this desk now. And it's all because these monitor mounts from Echo Gear, they're so solid. I really can't talk about them enough because they really did change my life. And I'm not gonna lie to you, straight up at first, I doubted monitor mounts because I'm like, how can you possibly mount such a big monitor to the back of the desk and not have it like sag or pull the desk up or break something or fall off? And I'm happy to say that I was 100% wrong. These monitor mounts are so sturdy. They're fully customizable. If you wanted to have a little bit more force on it to lift the monitor higher, you can do that. If you want it to drop down a little bit and sit lower, you can do that. They twist, they turn. You can move them any which direction you please. So I'm mad at myself for having waited so long to pick up some awesome monitor mounts. So if you guys need monitor mounts, I'm telling you right now, Echo Gear is the place to go. They're incredibly awesome and they're incredibly affordable. So check those out. Shout out to them. They're legit. We got the Nintendo Switch back there. We have the HDMI switch back there. Unrelated, but both very important in what they do. A couple of keyboards because the streaming PC is down there. It's off right now because when I have both of these computers on, it's literally like having two furnaces running here and it's like working on the surface of the sun. So unless I am streaming at the same time from my PC and I need to be using the streaming PC, then it's on. Otherwise, I keep it off so it stays a little bit cooler in here. That is a Frankenstein computer of sorts. I talked about it a little bit on socials as well, but it's just I put it together from some parts I have lying around. It has the Elgato HD60 Pro inside, which is the other internal Elgato capture card, which is phenomenal. Speaking of Elgato, we have the Stream Deck right there, which is pretty sweet. And now I have a USB extender tucked away behind the keyboard there, so if I am streaming from one of my consoles, I can use the Stream Deck with a profile on this PC, and then I can just swap it out, plug it in there. I have another profile on the streaming PC, so when I'm streaming PC games, I can do everything through the Stream Deck for there. I want to get a second Stream Deck eventually, so I can just have one for each, but right now, that's actually a wonderful solution. The Stream Deck, again, items that changed my life. No joke, the Elgato Stream Deck is one of those items. And behind me, boys, this is basically just turning into an Elgato commercial. There's the selfie stick. Get out of there. You're embarrassing me. The Elgato green screen, which is another phenomenal tool. It doesn't take up any room at all. It tucks away. It's hidden. It's great. So shout out to Elgato. Have been sponsored by them over the years. They've sent me some products and things, but I really cannot talk good about them enough. I've never had a product from them fail. Everything has worked perfectly, exactly like they said it should. And so I highly recommend Elgato for any of your streaming equipment needs. I really need to get some Elgato key lights. Right now I'm just I didn't have enough room in here for my giant lamps, and I'm actually okay with that because they were really big. They took up a lot of space and they got really hot. So I just have a couple of these floor lamps that have some really bright bulbs in them. I want to get the Elgato key lights eventually. I don't necessarily need them right now because my lighting is okay. It works. It does the job for now. But I would really love to get some Elgato key lights eventually because they can just tuck away at the back of my desk there, and then I can light everything up and it'll look nice, clean, and crispy. And of course, I'm going to go with them because I know that their brand is trustworthy and everything works like it should. Okay, enough with the plugs. Everything else is pretty much, I got one more plug. I'm not sponsored by them, but those Astro headphones, that headset right there, that is the A40. I have had those headphones for so long and they still work perfectly. And then of course, Astro and Nintendo were kind enough to send me the Zelda A10s, which are also phenomenal and really sweet. So shout out to Astro. I stand by them 100% as well. If you're ever in the market for a new headset for gaming, I recommend Astro. They're legit. Not sponsored, but they're legit. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the setup. I don't think I have too much anything else new. I use a blue microphone. I don't know, Razer mouse, Corsair keyboard, which I love the Corsair keyboard. It is pretty freaking sweet. I don't know. That's it. I don't think there's anything else to really show you on my desk. But I do have one more thing to talk about. So again, with the magic of editing, whoop. All right, so we flipped it back around, and I have one more thing to talk about, show off, discuss, unveil, and that is a new logo. So a lot of you for the longest time have known that I've been searching for something to use just to represent me and myself. And I've struggled with it a little bit because of the name that I chose, which is jDantastic, which I'm not changing my name. I'm not doing a full rebrand or anything like that. But in terms of names that are marketable or easy to put a logo on, jDantastic is not necessarily one of those. However, a vision that I've had since I started doing this is that I never really wanted to tie my brand to a specific thing. So I know that a lot of times I've had styles and I've used things like Pokemon or things from Dragon Ball or different animes and different anime styles and things like that. But it was always tough because I didn't want that to be the defining factor. You know, I didn't want someone to look at that picture and think, oh, that's all this guy does. It's what I'm into. It's a huge part of my life. I am a huge nerd, basically. But I didn't want those specific things to kind of define the channel or myself, and so for a while now, I've been trying to shift things over. So a lot of my profile pictures now are just pictures of me, because I wanted the brand to be about myself. I want everything to be things that I create, and I don't want anything else to not take the credit. I don't think something is taking the credit from me, but I don't know. I don't want a bunch of different brands meshing together and creating this weird blob of whatever I'm supposed to be a part of. I want it to be my own thing that we are building and working and creating. And so, I went back and forth, and it was, should I just do like a simple JD logo or something like that? And I could never find something that looked right or worked well. And so I was trying to put a lot of thought into this, and I'm like, what could work? What represents, pieces of my life, things that I believe in, where I am at, where I've been. And so that's when I started searching around for different things that represent other things. And so I'm just going to show you guys. That's where I landed on the stag. Now, I'm not going to fully brand everything with this. Like, it's not going to be my profile pictures and everything like this. It's going to be a little bit kind of in the background, more like banner images and things like that. But if I ever do any kind of like shirts or anything like that, it can be, branded that way. And it wasn't just random. I didn't just decide that it looked cool, so that's what I went on. I was really searching for things, like I said, that represented kind of where I'm at, what I believe, and all that good stuff. And so the stag, to me at least, and to some other people I found on the internet, it represents, family, fatherhood, kind of a loyalty, a wisdom. And so that all kind of ties in, because I'm a family man. And a lot of you guys, that's also, so for Twitch and things like that, hashtag the family is going to be the new thing. Welcome to the family. Just because that's what I'm about. That's kind of what I've always stood for. I've always tried to keep the content family friendly and keep it clean and have just a lot of good fun. And another part of that is a lot of you guys have been around for a very long time. Like, some of you have been with me for since I started, and that is absolutely crazy. And even though some of us have maybe never even spoken like one-on-one, even online, or interacted on Twitter, I know who you are and I recognize your names, and I just have a great appreciation for you. And a lot of you have even moved from YouTube, and you follow me on Twitter, and you follow me on Instagram, and you are in my Twitch streams, and we play games together, and that is incredible to me. And so family is something that means a lot to me. And family, it's something that you choose. The ones that you choose to give your time and your effort and your passion to. And so the stag, it just represents a lot of that to me. It also represents some wisdom and some aging. I'm getting up there, boys. I'm getting old. We getting old out here. We've been doing this for a while. But that's the buck. The bigger the buck, the bigger the antlers, the longer that it's been around out there kicking, surviving, living life. And so there's a lot that goes into it, and it probably will mean a lot more to me than it will to you, at least for a while. But I also wanted it to be something that was cool, and something that was brandable, and something that I can put on stuff if I ever eventually want to do that. But that's pretty much it. I needed something. Oh, my monitors went to sleep. It's okay. Don't worry about it. We're wrapping up here anyway. So I just wanted to talk about some stuff. Talk about the YouTube channel. Talk about the state of things. Talk about where I'm at, why things have kind of slowed down. I keep saying that I'm going to try to make more videos, and I am. I promise you that I am. I'm just trying to get some semblance of a normal schedule underneath me, so that I can have time to do that appropriately and make good content. I want to make good content for you guys. I'm going to be making content, and I want it to be fun content. I don't want to just be making videos for the sake of making videos. I have a job, I have a job that I love. I go to it every day. I do it every day. And so I have that piece. And so this is supposed to be fun for me. It's supposed to be a hobby. That's what it's always been. And I don't want that to grow into another huge job that I feel like, whoa, I gotta go do this job. You know what I mean? I want it to be fun. I want it to be an outlet for creativity and things like that. So there you go. That's it. That's all I have. So new house, new studio, new logo, same me, same you guys that have been there from the beginning. So please check out some of my other stuff. If you've had fun with me at all in the past on YouTube, and maybe you haven't checked out my Twitch streams yet, you should come out. We have a ton of fun. Every once in a while we play Mario Kart, we play Smash together. I do play a lot of single player games too, but every once in a while we do play some party games, and I try to involve as many people as I can, and just hang out and have fun. So come join the family, and we'll have a lot of fun over there as well, not just here like we have in the past. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope I talked about some things that you cared about, showed you some things that you thought were cool. If you have any questions about my setup or anything like that, please please feel free to let me know, and I'll be happy to chat it out with you and answer any questions that I can. So thank you guys. You are amazing. I'll see you either in the next video or the next stream, whatever comes first. Later, y'all.